Hello and welcome to CanFarms. Today, I thought we'd do something just a little bit different, a little bit special. It is Canada Day, and we have a huge number of people from Canada in the community, and so I thought it would be fun to take a look at 5 of my favorite Canadian maps. This is not an exhaustive list of all Canadian maps in FS19, but these are some that I have played on, that I've looked at, that I thought really, they were cool maps. And so I thought, just given that today is July 1st, it's Canada Day, we'd do a special one-off video and showcase a few maps. First up, we've got County of 40 Mile by Camil, and this is a map that I've played a lot on. We've got a live series on it. I've done a ton of live streams on this map, and it's just an awesome map. It's a big 4x wide open space. There's 2 big farms on this map, a grain farm here that we're taking a look at now. And then there's also a large animal farm on the other side of the map. If we take a look at the PDA, you can see that there's just a lot of big fields on this map. But also, there's this large river basin in between the 2 farms, which really does a good job to break up and separate the map, and gives you really some cool scenery to look at. A lot of map makers would have done something like this, but not necessarily put a lot of effort into the detail in between these areas, because you're really only going to cross past it. But when you're working on these fields on the edge of this big valley, it's just really beautiful to look out there and see all of this terrain. Great job by Camil mapping on this map. Our second spotlight is also a map by Camil that just came out in the last couple of weeks here, called Peace River, BC, British Columbia, and this map is absolutely ginormous. Camil has done a lot of work to customize this map and make it bigger than a 16x. He's got some unique field shapes. He's got a lot of big fields, really big fields. A lot of farms on this map. This is going to be an awesome multiplayer map. And one of the things that really impressed me about this map as I flew through the different parts of the terrain and checked out all the different farms is that my computer really didn't struggle from a frame rate perspective. And so if you're looking for a big map that's not going to hit your computer really hard, this one's definitely worth checking out. I can see that this is going to be a map that the CanFarms community is really going to like, and I can't wait to get this on a multiplayer server. I think we're going to have a lot of fun playing on this big map. I really liked this farm that had all the different feedlots on it for the animals, the cows. It's something that you see on some maps, but not a lot of maps. And this is, again, this map has really got a lot of attention to detail. This is one of the things that I really love about Camil's mapping style, is that he pays attention to adding all those little bits and pieces to a map that make it come alive. Third on our list is a map called CanFarm by SeriousMods. This map's been out for a while, and if you've been watching me from my time-lapse days, I actually did run a series on this map during my time-lapse period, and I had an absolute blast on this map. There's a lot of detail. You've got a nice town area with cars and businesses and a lot of attention to detail. And then out in the fields, you've similarly got just awesome wide open fields. They're not square, they're square-ish in a lot of cases, but the attention was made to round the corners out on different fields and just really make the farms come alive. The actual farms on the map, however, aren't built out. This is a map where the modder wanted to allow you to create your own farms, which is something that, I don't see a lot of in some maps where I like to build out a farm. And so it's a lot of fun for me to, get out the landscaping tools and the mods and buildings and just put a farm together. One of the other things I really liked about this map is that attention went into making sure that you didn't feel like you were too close to a map boundary. And so around the edges of the map, there's a decent amount of woods or space with fields and different things to keep you away from that edge of the map, to keep you immersed in the map. This is a standard size map, but it did a great job of really making you feel like you were on a much larger map. There's not a lot of clutter here. You've got a town area so that you've got that level of immersion. You've got a lot of different fields, and the fields feel very natural. And then we've also got in the middle of this map a working train system. And so at least one of these sell points actually utilizes the train system, so you can load your crops into the train and sell those at one of the sell points. I really liked having a moving train on the map. I thought it made the map really feel like it came alive a little bit more. A lot of maps don't do that anymore. I think a lot of people got annoyed with the trains. I really liked it. Up next, we've got Somewhere in Canada by DJ Modding. This map has a lot of attention to detail, a lot of farms that are built out with all those decorative items. And so if you like playing on a map that's going to have a lot of that decoration here and there, small businesses alongside the road, really well built out towns that kind of come alive. You've got houses, you've got cars parked along the road. There's just things going on in this map. And so I really like this map because of all of that detail. If you're looking for something with smaller fields, but you're gonna have to move around on the map a little bit and feel like you're kind of interacting around a more populated area, I highly recommend checking out this map. One of the other things I really liked about this map is that there was a lot of elevation in the map, and so you were going up and down hills as you traversed different sections of the map, and the terrain really just kind of felt alive. Last but certainly not least is one of my favorite maps in this video, and I'm gonna call this one of FS19's best kept secrets. This is a map called DuBois Farm by Northwest Mods and Edits. This map is a single farm map. The farm is located in the center of the map, and all of the sell points are located kind of in the surrounding area. This map does what I liked about CanFarm, which is while being a standard size map, it feels like a much bigger map because there's only a handful of fields. So you get that big Canada feeling to your fields. It does a great job of not letting you feel like you're up against a map boundary by drawing map area outside of the playable area, so it just feels like you're in a big part of wide open Canada. There's a lot of small details in this map as well, including you've got planes flying overhead, and unlike a lot of maps, they don't just go on that one straight course over the map. They kind of move around, have different paths, and it's just the small details like that that help make it come alive. The main farm has a very Canadian feel to it, big farm feel with all of the bins lined up in the different parts of the farmyard. And one of the things that I like about starting out on new farmer mode on this map is it comes with a ton of equipment, which is appropriate for such a large farm. And so you've got 3 combines right out of the gate. And if you have the Bourgault DLC, you've got 2 9RXs with those big seeders right at the start of the map. And so this is not a map that you're probably going to play if you're starting from scratch and wanting to build up. It's definitely a themed map, and the map creator did an awesome job of kind of starting you off with the equipment that you would probably need and use on a farm like this. The terrain is nice and rolling. It's not a flat map at all. There's just a ton of attention to those smaller details all over the map. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily farm sim content. That's all for today. Kedrick out.